You're watching We Talk Mini, and I'm your host TJ. Welcome back to another album review. And today's album review will be of Metallica's 72 Seasons, the brand new album from everybody's favorite metal band, Metallica. Metallica's classic. It's basically the first band you ever find in metal. They're the biggest band in metal. Yeah. Well, until this album came out, I was kind of like not really expecting anything like good coming out of Metallica for the modern day Metallica. I've always been kind of not really expecting big things from Metallica ever since I listened to them when they come out with new stuff. I'm basically like, I'm listening to the old stuff. But yeah, this one has changed. Honestly, this album is great. My expectations for Metallica's releases has always been low, so I was kind of dreading this album when it came out. For when it came out today, recording it on the day that it came out. It's actually pretty good for modern Metallica. One of their better modern records. It's better than Death Magnetic and better than Saint Anger. But yeah, this album is nothing like the '80s thrash Metallica. We all know the thrash Metallica, but this is not bad at all. I definitely like most of the songs on it. There's some, but yeah, it has a speed metal like Exciter sound. If Exciter was proper production, this is more like cleaned up, like really perfected tone type thing of speed metal. It's kind of like sacrilege speed metal because speed metal is supposed to be that like really bad production, gritty, like in your face, hard hitting stuff. But yeah, it's more of like if speed metal had proper production, this is basically what that is. There are some songs that I don't care for. Big example is Screaming Suicide. Not really a huge fan of that song. It's my least favorite on the album, and it was one of their singles. So basically, going into this record, I was dreading it because like Lux Eterna and Screaming Suicide were like the two singles, the first two singles, and they kind of weren't as good. They weren't as good, and probably are my two least favorite songs on the album. But Screaming Suicide being one that I skip. It's a skip, but yeah. Another thing is Metallica picked the wrong songs to be singles, with only If Darkness Had a Sun being deserving of being a single. Honestly, my opinion there is that If Darkness Had a Sun is the only deserving song as a single. This album, in my opinion, is too long with some stuff that could have been excluded from it. Very long album with it being an hour and 17 minutes. That one big long song at the back of it's actually pretty good. I actually like that one. That one is one of the standouts. But yeah, some of the other ones that I didn't like too much could have been excluded a little bit. But yeah, I compiled 5 standouts to show what songs I think should have been singles on this album. Um, and the 5 songs, I've seen a lot of people talking about these ones on the internet already today. Because this is a big album to be released. It's from Metallica, the biggest band in metal. But standouts, let's go into it. Shadows Follow. This one I've been hearing about a lot. This is a banger Metallica song. Absolutely great Metallica song. The song has balls to it with a riff barrage. Absolutely love this one. The chugging riffs and yes, one of my favorite ones. Absolutely, Shadows Follow is one of my favorite songs on this album, and one that everyone should check out if you've not listened to the song already. I'm not going to really spoil anything from it. I don't really like to spoil songs, so that's basically why I keep them brief. Sleepwalk My Life Away. This song is fantastic with all of those hard hitting riffs to it. The riffs are just fantastic on this. The parts are fantastic. It was a crime that this wasn't a single. Honestly, Sleepwalk My Life Away should have been a single, and it's kind of a crime that it isn't. And yeah, it would have hyped me up for this album quite a bit. Chasing Light, a song that should have been a single because of how good it is. This song holds nothing back with the good riffs to it. Love it. If Darkness Had a Sun, this is the only one that made it on the standouts from the singles that were released before the album. This is the one that basically, like, okay, maybe this album's not going to be too bad. Um, the song is so damn good and is the best song on 72 seasons. I keep saying 20 seasons for some reason. I don't get why, but this is this is the deserving single and one that gave me hope for this album because I was kind of like dreading it coming out, but when this one was released, I was quite hyped for it afterwards. The riffage is amazing, especially because of all the different parts the song has. It's a very complex song, very it's a very like driven song. It's really good. Um Immorata, I think it is called. I love epic long songs, and this is the longest one on the album. I get Metallica had to wait for this song to be released. I don't think this one should have been a single because, like, let's be honest, Metallica fans aren't really into the big long songs really too much anymore. Like, they wouldn't release Orion as a single. They wouldn't release Disposable Heroes as one. Yeah, basically that's the reason because modern music, they're not really into the 11-minute songs that this one is. Um, Most fans would have probably, let's be honest, the new albums from Metallica and other bands like Megadeth and those bands basically are only listened to a lot of the times by the newer listeners that go and check out every single album that is recently released. So this one really wouldn't be a good idea to put as a single, but yeah, it's a pretty good song and one of the best ones on here by how long it is. Musically wise, this song is probably one of the best on the album, musically wise. So that's what I think of this album. Not perfect, but basically, but better than what I expected from Metallica. It's definitely up there with some of their like. It's definitely up there with like Hardwired or Load, but yeah. Hope everyone liked it, and I will see everyone whenever I decide to upload again, which probably will be next week. But